Alright, so I put the wheel on and let the car drop down. And, I could only see this part. I couldn't really see this, so I had to stick my hand in here and feel my way around here. And it feels, it felt like it didn't really, this section right here didn't really change much. So I'm gonna call that good. And I'm just gonna basically, I'm gonna leave this little spot here, right here. I'm gonna keep an eye on this. If it touches anything, it'll leave a mark on this piece here. So I'm gonna call that good, and basically button this thing up, button this bad boy up. Let's see. Gotta wipe this everything first. So tightening up this here. I should get the I mean, this thing is held by this bracket here, but let's see. Oh my, I can't fit this in there. Nope, that doesn't work. So I guess I'm just gonna have to do it like so then. This is this line is flared, meaning the two ends has to mate together, mushrooms together. To form a proper seal. Otherwise it'll leak. That's what you should always do anyways, checking, after you tighten everything down, and bleed the brakes. After you bleed the brakes, you should always check for leaks, and just you basically just make sure everything's clean and dry. Then you just basically smash on the pedals as hard as you can, a dozen times. Stand on that thing, put all your body weight into it a dozen times, then come back and put your fingers along here, along where the fittings are. Where all the fittings are, so that way you see where if there's any leaks or not. If there is, potentially it wasn't tight enough, or something's cockeyed. For example, down up here where the this fitting is, because it's flared out, right? Their brake line here is flared, and it has to mate properly. It could be that where the two pieces come together, where the male and female, when it comes together, they should both basically line up to each other. If one is like cockeyed to the other, it could be like this, and also you tighten it down and it tightens cockeyed, that will cause it to leak. Right? So everything has to be nice and straight, fitment wise. Otherwise it will leak on you. So, and you do not want the brakes to leak. Right. That's of everything that on the car that could fail, brakes is probably the last thing you want to fail, right? Brakes, and after the brakes, suspension, because those things are safety. There's a safety thing to them. All right, so this is as far as how it's ran right now. This is about as smooth of the path, as close to the stock path as possible, and it's also how it's moving. The radius and stuff is as smooth as possible. The tightest spot, most angular spot is right here, So I don't think this spot's gonna move much. So when this thing goes up and down, this actually might, see how tight it is. This might actually be less tight. You know, gets, instead of a small radius, it might become a bigger radius, because if this moves up like so, that means this part right here will actually open up. So if that's as tight as it gets, that's not a problem at all. Yeah. So I think everything here is looking good. So yeah, so that's it. Now I just need to bleed the brakes now. So there's plenty of air in this line now. I just need to bleed the brakes. So I'll do a video on that. I mean, I did the video on the back, but the front's a little bit different, especially with the Brembo. Right, the Brembo front's a little bit different because there's two sides to bleeding it. So how I would bleed it is I would actually bleed this side first. Then once you bleed this side, you go over to this side and bleed this side. That's how I would do it. That's kind of like how on a motorcycle, when you look at a motorcycle that has two brakes in the front, two calipers in the front. The line will come down to one side, one caliper. Then there will be another line from that spot that bridges over the wheel. You know, that basically it bridges over the wheel to the other side, to the other caliper. So when you have air line, whatever, or you're putting new lines in, you want to basically bleed it from the side that's closest to the line first, then go to the side that's further from the line. Then you might want to go back just to see. So in the past, what I've done was I did it from the further side on the bike, and I could not get the air to completely go out because something on the other side was strapped and you know, and it wouldn't come out. After I got the air out from the side closer to the line, then I was able to go to the other side. So this might be that case too, possibly. Because it depends on where the fluid goes, right? How the fluid flows. If the fluid flows from the top or from the bottom, right? If the fluid flows from the bottom here, and there's air bubble on this side, you will never get rid of the air bubble on this side. Does that make sense? So you could bleed out on this side all you want, but the air bubble is trapped on this side. It's never going to go out. So you have to bleed out that air bubble. But it's best to go back and forth a couple of times just to make sure. So I'll do a different video. Thank you.